Can the DREAME X30 Ultra beat out last year's flagship robot champion, the DREAME L20 Ultra? My name is Jamie Andrews, and in this video I will tell you if you should purchase the X30 over the L20, and if you already own the L20, whether you should think about upgrading. First, I have reviewed each of these in full along with a video comparing the specs of the two robots, so I will leave a link to all three of those videos in the description below. Both vacuums are what I consider top-tier robots, designed to keep your floors clean with very little maintenance. DREAME has been a leader in the robot vacuum industry, providing tons of features at a price aimed to undercut the competition. We're going to start this analysis off with my performance endurance test. For my carpet pickup test, they both scored a perfect 100%, picking up all 54 grams of rice. For my tile pickup test, where I use 130 grams of premium cat litter, the X30 beat out the L20, picking up 98% or a whopping 128 grams, compared to the L20 at 93% or 121 grams. Now for the mopping test on tile, where I used baked on hot sauce, the X30 was able to clear all of the hot sauce, where the L20 left a bit behind, scoring 95%. If cleaning performance is your top priority, then the X30 is slightly better overall. For my object avoidance test, I decided to redo the test with both robots, as firmware updates can improve object avoidance detection. Up first is the DREAME L20. In my previous review, it got too close to the sock, fake animal waste, and the cable. DREAME has improved the L20 through firmware updates, and it now passes my test with flying colors, staying well away from all objects. Moving on to the X30, and although I just reviewed this robot on my channel 2 months ago, I figured I'd test it again for consistency, and well, nothing's really changed. It was able to avoid all objects except it got way too close to the sock, which is done during every test run. Where the X30 pulls ahead of the L20 is in the amount of time to complete the test, which beat out the L20 this time by 5 whole minutes. I do feel that avoiding objects is more important though, so I'm going to say the L20 does a better job overall with object avoidance, but not by much. With the test out of the way, let's talk about specific upgrades for the X30, and yes, there are actually a few downgrades, which we will touch on as well. The X30 has hot water mop washing, which was not included on the L20. But how important is this feature? I set out to answer this very question by staining mopping pads with hot sauce and soy sauce, and cleaning them with and without hot water using the X30 dock. Each of the tests showed that the mop washing with hot water had little if no impact on how clean the mop pads turned out after 1, 2, and 3 wash cycles. Hot water is mainly needed when you are dealing with grease or dried on stains. If you have greasy floors, you may see some benefits, but as far as dried on stains, the mop pads get washed before they can dry up, so no benefit there. Also keep in mind the hot water is for mop washing and not mopping. I'm going to say this is a nice to have feature, but not entirely necessary, not to mention it does use more electricity to heat the water. What is important though is the larger vacuum motor in the X30, which made a difference in my tile floor pickup test, and also with a larger dustbin, it should come in handy for pet owners. While both systems have a detergent injection system, having a refillable tank on the X30 versus a disposable tank on the L20 is a step in the right direction. Both models feature Mop Extend, which will extend the mopping pad to reach under cabinets and furniture, but the X30 has a software trick that when enabled in the app will allow the robot to add a twisting motion, which gets the mopping pad even closer to the kick plate under my cabinets. I'm not sure why the L20 does not have this feature since it is software based. One objective downgrade is with the appearance of the robots, which I feel is backwards, as the L20 has a more premium design compared to the X30, which looks fairly plain for a flagship model. Finally, we look at the docks. The X30 is sleek and slim compared to the bulky L20 dock. which should appeal to more people. However, this has come at a cost. DREAME removed the dock buttons, storage for the included dock cleaning brush, and storage for an extra dust bag. While those are sacrifices, I do have to give some credit to DREAME for being able to maintain the same size water tanks and dust bag as the L20. The X30 dock adds a self-cleaning system designed to cut down on the amount of time between cleanings. On one hand, it is sort of effective, but it does not eliminate the need to clean inside the dock base, and it adds moving parts that are surely prone to wear and tear. A better solution would have been a removable solid one-piece dock tray, eliminating the need to clean inside the dock base altogether. In conclusion, which one of these models should you buy? To attempt to answer that, let's begin by looking at their retail prices. The X30 retails for $1,699, while the L20 retails for $200 less at $1,499. And for an extra $200, if you can swing it, I'd say go for the X30, mainly for the larger vacuum motor, excellent edge mopping ability under cabinets, a smaller footprint, and refillable detergent injection tank, which should save you some money down the road. Oh, and hot water mop washing if it makes you feel better about cleanliness. There is one problem though. DREAME has recently discounted the L20, and as of making this video, I found it to be less expensive by a whopping $700. And for that savings, you certainly won't be disappointed with the L20 Ultra. And for those who already own an L20 and are on the fence about upgrading to the latest and greatest model, I say don't bother unless you're looking to purchase a second vacuum and you find the X30 on sale for what you likely paid for the L20 last year. I'm excited to see what DREAME does with their next generation of flagship robot vacuums. To date, they make some of the best and my favorite robots that top the charts for specs, performance, value, and features. One thing is for certain, you can't really make a wrong choice, no matter which one of these you choose. I'll leave my discounted links to purchase in the description below, and now is a great time to remind you that these videos are not sponsored, so if you decide to purchase using one of my links, it goes a long way to help support this channel. Let me know which robots you'd like to see in a head-to-head comparison. I have a lot of videos coming up, including the Roborock S8 Max V Ultra, which will certainly go head-to-head with the DREAME X30. So if you've not already, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Thanks for all the support, and be sure to take it easy out there, folks. Bye-bye.